68,000 people expected to attend. So not just a test of the city's mood, but also the next test of security.
Carl Nassman. Well, we will be live in New Orleans later in the programme. We're joined now by Barry Donadio, who worked for the US Secret Service. Mr. Donadio, thank you for joining us here on BBC News. You've been looking at some of the evidence emerging from this attack in New Orleans. What are your observations?
Well, this is a man that was financially crippled by his poor business practices. He's been sued in the courts by his ex-wife for child support back in 2012. He served in the military, from what we understand at this point, and I can't help but to speculate, is this, or is he actually a member of ISIS as a sleeper cell, and is this their way of retaliating for our airstrikes in Syria? A couple of weeks ago, we used B-52s, and I know ISIS took casualties in those actions in Syria. This could be very well their response, and I'm not quite certain the attack is over yet, and this is why you see the football game being delayed another day. So there's more information yet to come.
How would you characterise this attack then, which used a rental vehicle?
Yeah, this is obviously a terrorist attack. If he used a rental vehicle, that would make it a little bit more difficult to figure out in advance his actions. We have heard it has crossed the border between the U.S. and Mexico. That is yet to really be seen 100%. And that's why we're hearing some statements about immigration and border control, that aspect.
Now, you say that you think that it may be that this attack isn't over yet. And we're also hearing from the United States investigators believe that this man was not solely responsible, that there could be accomplices. Is that what you're thinking?
I'm thinking that too, until they can adjudicate that and check all the surveillance videos, which there's a tremendous amount. It takes a tremendous amount of time to go through all of the evidence to ensure safety. And I think they did a good job ensuring safety first by pushing back that football game. But in the future, you're going to have to see security forces, the police, cordoning off areas where there's huge parades, like in New York City, for instance, or New Orleans, like the other night, where you're going to have jersey barriers, cement barriers to prevent vehicles from entering, or as a temporary means, buses or sanitation trucks, like we've heard other reports. This is going to have to be the new norm. No vehicles it would have to be allowed to be in that area, and that's what's to come.
Barry Donadio, former US Secret Service agent, thank you very much for joining us.